right. We're on. What's up, everyone? Let me see. As y'all come on in here, give me a little thumbs up if you can hear. I got the audio like way over there, so it might be a little soft tonight. I'll try to speak up. I'm going to get Whatnot stream going. Whatnot increase the referral. If you're going over to Whatnot and you sign up, you get 15. You used to get $15 to shop with. They just upped it to $25. So you get like a free $25. But we're going to be having a bunch of giveaways. And this is a bunch of microgreen seeds. It's like all the stuff you see growing up here. We've got speckle pea, broccoli, tatsoi, pak choi, red arrow radish, red cabbage, and arugula. There's like 8 different varieties in there. Cool deal. Here, awesome. And over on Whatnot, we're going to be having giveaways. This is fast as I can do them. I think they run about 5 minutes, and I forget to run another one really quick. But as soon as everybody reminds me, I get another one going. So we'll be giving these away like back to back. We'll be giving away our adapters that we use to grow this stuff, and who knows, we might do a gift card. Joe Allen, what's up? Wisconsin. What's the weather like where y'all are at? How hot is it? We cooled down a little. We were in the 90s, like close to 100 last week, and today we got down around the low 90s, and hopefully we'll be in the 80s. I've seen some people around the country now. We're up over 100. That's crazy. So let me get the Whatnot stream started. We'll get started early tonight, so we're not here all night, and then we'll get the giveaways going. All right. So the people on YouTube and Facebook, I've got this camera angle going. I think y'all can see me here. I'm going to get Whatnot started here in 1 second. And usually when that starts, that's live shopping. I do a demo, and then we have an auction on like all the adapters of that. And we have giveaways, constant giveaways and that. So I get to talk to them, that camera, and sometimes I forget you all are over there. So forgive me. I have to like switch the computer screen over to the Whatnot screen. So sometimes I forget to come back here and check the comments. So if you really have a question in that, you get on Whatnot. If you're new, you get a $25 credit to shop with. And if not, throughout the night, I'll try and get back over to Facebook and answer these questions. But we've got all this stuff growing. It's still not growing outside right now, right? Middle of summer. But look at all this stuff growing. This is a lot of space. So got a little video like the result. And then it also has, I'll have another video that has like demos on it. And then it shows you where we can take some stuff. If you guys have follow my channel at the time. Robert, what's up? How are you doing? Oh, hey, that's going to be about human. Yeah, human. But we take some of these and plant them out into the cracky systems and grow out mature plants. So that's a continuous harvest system. And we've got all different kind of microgreens growing at different stages up to like baby greens and different containers. We're going to go over all that. Let me get these other screens set up. And then I will get camera rolling too. Give me 1 second. I'm over here having abandoned y'all. But if you click the link, you know what? I didn't drop it on yet. On YouTube, I've got it pinned to the top, I think. I got a comment. All right, there it goes. There's the link to Whatnot if y'all want to jump over there and get a credit. $25 to shop with. And I've got a pair of my adapters in there. You can basically get them free. Let me get Whatnot going. We're going to start a giveaway right over there and let people mosey on in. If I can remember my password. All right, here we go. But if y'all have any questions, drop them in there real quick, because once I get started over on Whatnot, like I said, sometimes I forget to come check the screen. If you got any questions about all this growing microgreens, basically set and forget it. This is all with like in mason jars. We've got different containers of the baking dish, all kinds of stuff we're going to be going over. In 1 second, just trying to get the other camera lined up. Start show. All right, we're live. Y'all give me a thumbs up on Whatnot if y'all can hear me. Phyllis, Franny, Jan Lee, Joellen. All right, I see y'all popping in here. Jay Keller. What's that called? Get it going for you. Green Trail, how are you? P. Barton. We're gonna check out that channel. If anybody else is selling here, let me know. Sheila Rich, how are you doing? Jennifer, Michelle, what is up? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Hot. Got a pair of overalls. I'm gonna start wearing overalls, but it's just too hot in here. How's the weather on you guys? Whatnot? Some people over on YouTube and Facebook told me, but I saw some places was up over 100. We're close to 100 a little bit last week. It was terrible. But look, we're growing all this. Look at all the stuff we're growing. You won't be outside digging around in the dirt, right? Tiller and weeding and crawling around. But look at all the stuff that we're growing. And look right here. This isn't a big space, but I can reach like 5 feet, right? So you got 5 feet of space, a couple of shelves. We got some stuff growing down here. This is kind of blacked out. This isn't where we're growing it. I got a 3 foot rack. It's only 3 foot wide over here with grow lights on it. And that's where we grow it. We start stuff over here like germinating, because they don't really need light when they start. So you can have that anywhere in your house. So you really don't need grow lights for all of your stuff. All you need is a little space where you're going to finish off your microgreens, and then you just have some other shelves. You don't need grow lights on everything. So just whatever you plan on eating for a couple of days, so you can get away with just a few grow lights to start off with. All right, guys, let me get we're going. I got to open up the show. Shows. And YouTube and Facebook, I dropped a link over there. The referral fee has gone up to $25. So some of you guys on Whatnot who follow me from YouTube and Facebook, you got like a $15 credit to shop when you came over, right? 90, 60% humidity. Too hot here. Everybody's saying so hot. Ordered one more Happy Leaf Light, which will make two. Awesome Healer Ridge. The more I use them, the Happy Leaf, they cost more than that. But to me, they're the best things that I've used so far. I got my seeds. Thank you so much. No problem. You are welcome. And here's, let's see, giveaway. All right, guys, we got seeds going. Like we said, everybody can always use microgreen seeds, right? Latane, are you in here? Latane wins like almost every weekend. Jan Lee, how are you doing? Shannon? All right, so everybody pops in here over on Whatnot. Let me know if you're new or if you've been here before. I recognize a lot of the names. If you guys need like an explanation of anything, or we can get into like, we'll have the giveaways and we can run a couple of auctions. We caught up a little bit on our Etsy shop. So I got a couple of things that we can sell. I think we can put some boxes together, maybe a couple kits if anybody wants. I received my rings and seeds. Thank you. No problem, Kathy. You're welcome. Second time here. Welcome in. All right. So the people who are new, we're growing microgreens. Basically, if you grow microgreens, you just eat them like this. Basically, they're just to this point. I don't know if you guys have heard about microgreens. They call them superfood. They're nutrient dense in that. You grow them over and over. We basically are trying to make a way to grow like as easy as possible. Because if you go watch the traditional ways of growing them, they're going to tell you to put them into soil. So you get big 10 by 20 trays. You got to get your soil sifted out, put it in, then pack it down, try to get everything just right and even. Put the seeds, put more soil, water it, and then they put another tray and weight it, and there's a whole process that goes through, right? Then once they sprout and you take those cement blocks off and you're sitting there doing all that work, you got to sit and baby them a couple times a day or they'll just all get trashed. So you can see like the video back up there. Once you get these planted out, you cover them up, they germinate, you pull the foil off, and they're ready to go. They just set it and forget it. So you can see a couple of videos. Basically, this is going to show you a bunch of results. When that plays through, I'll go ahead and put on a video that has like the demos in that. But if you guys have any questions about anything, drop them in the chat. And I would try to keep an eye on it. And I'm going to try not to forget about YouTube and Facebook over here too. How cool is this? Thank you, Musia. And this is cool. Like we said, it's like really hot, right? I don't want to be outside and messing around in the garden. So basically we've got all this growing in here. This isn't grow lights. It's just a little accent light here, okay? So there's no grow lights over here. I've got a 3-foot rack over there. You guys have seen the wire rack behind me before, right? Before I moved it. I've got 2 lights on there. Those are from Happy Leaf. I got 2 lights on there, and that's it. All of this other stuff, we go ahead and we get it started. There's just fluorescent lights and that in here. So you don't need to put everything under the lights. So I don't think you need to have like grow lights all over the place, hundreds of dollars worth of grow lights to grow stuff like this. You get everything started. Like we said, we've got some down here. This is peas. It's not even in the light yet, right? It's just sprouting. I got all different cameras I've got to show, guys. I've got one filming. All right, see the roots are just coming out. So this doesn't need to be in the light. So we have it over here, under here, where there's no light. Once those sprout up a little bit, we pull that top off. And I just cover over one of these. It's a little punch, right? Oh, guys, I've got these rings. I printed up a bunch of these rings that are big enough to hold this, and I put them in the shop. So if you guys go to the shop, you'll see these rings, and they're the thicker ones. I'm going to switch to that. Got some of these left. I don't know if you guys want me to just do those in a giveaway. This is what I used to do. What's up, Maria? How are you doing? This is what I used to have. And this worked good. That was just an adjustment ring to hold the adapters up, right? On the lip. And then I decided to use these as a little humidity dome because it started getting to be summer and things were drying out really fast. Only things that kept knocking these off. I've got a couple down here that I'm using, and I bump it and they fall off. Who won? Melanie, congratulations. So what I did was I made bigger rings. Got them around here somewhere. There we go. So I made them bigger, fatter. In the last couple of weeks, y'all been coming in here. I haven't had any, but I finally got to print some up. And that kind of doesn't let them fall off. So maybe I'll give away those with all the stuff tonight. Are the adjustment rings the wide ones? Yeah, the ones that are in the shop right now, they're the wide ones. So I'm going to change over to just the wide ones. And this is just some that I had, because I'm selling them on Etsy. So I've got some left over that are like this. So if any of y'all have ordered before and you have some of these microgreen growers, I can do like some giveaways. I can just put like 12 of these or something in a giveaway. You know, these are the little thin ones. So I got a bunch of those. I'm not selling these anymore. So if you want, I can do that. So in the shop, I've got the wide ones in the shop. And pretty much those are just these little punch cups or whatever. I just went on Amazon and ordered it, but you probably find them at Walmart and everything, right? So that's all I'm using for humidity domes. It seems to be working well. All this stuff I started with the humidity domes. We've got, this is with the shallow adapter. Okay. And that's the one that we went over and we put just a little paper towel down, just a single piece of paper towel. We put the seeds and then I put another piece of paper towel on top of it to keep it damp until it sprouted. Then I pulled that off. So we grew this red cabbage. Now in the house, in our kitchen, we've got a little space. We've got a cabinet here and a cabinet here. There's two foot in between. And we got one shelf. I put a couple of cheap grow lights. They're only like 30 bucks or something. Like 6 of them came with it. And I've got those up there because, and that's where we grew these microgreens. What do you call it? You don't need a whole lot. If you just want to take it to this point, you don't need real big fancy grow lights. If you want to take them farther, I see this pak choi. Now, if you want them to get bigger like that, you need a little bit of nutrients and you're going to need some lights. They won't get this far on their own. And I did side by side with, let me see if I got one here, with just water. Guys, and these were both growing in here. This one's just water and this one's with nutrients. And they're both under the lights. So when people are asking, you know, do I need nutrients? You don't need them. You can grow microgreens and harvest them, you know, but if you want to get more bang for your buck, then you might want to put a little bit of nutrients in with it. Isn't that cool? Now this one's in the deep one, and this one I put pea gravel. So y'all let me know if you want me to do a little demo with that a little bit later. We'll do a demo. Pretty much we've had this, and then I've got some pea gravel. I just put a little bit of pea gravel in here, and that stops the seeds from falling through. And I think that it's helping a lot more. All of these are set up like that. These are with pea gravel. Pea gravel is easy to clean out. Oh my God, we don't have a giveaway going. There you go, jump in the giveaway. Now with pea gravel, I think it makes it easier. All of these are with pea gravel. I got a radish. Okay, so with the shallow one, Jan Lee says she likes the pea gravel. With the shallow one, see the roots are coming down here? If you notice, it's kind of fuzzy, right? Those are the air roots. So basically this is like the crack key system. All right. So what happens is there's going to be a little space and there's some air roots. Now this dries out fast up here because there's no grow medium. There was just a paper towel, right? So this, I had to keep adding a little bit of water to the top here or they would dry out. So this wasn't set and forget it, but you can grow like that. For the first week, the water stayed up here. The roots, you know, started to grow and it grew fine on its own. But right now we're coming in and we come through and we just harvest what we want. We pick off these bigger ones and then there's a little smaller ones coming. That's good. That tastes like radish. So this is possible to do with this, but I think the easier thing with the pea gravel is that I'm able to keep the water level up to here. because there's pea gravel in here, just like our self-watering adapters on these containers. Look at this one. Isn't this awesome? And what happens is the roots that are in the pea gravel can make air roots, and they can get their air from right here, their oxygen. So you don't have to keep that little empty space on the bottom. So I think that's worked, and that's how these are all growing. So here's some radish like that. And this is what I do with these. See, it's dropped. I go ahead and take that. Like tonight, I'll come in and I'll fill it right back up to right there. I just get it to touching where it's touching the pea gravel, because I figure there's roots all up inside of that pea gravel that can get oxygen. And then that way we can just keep that filled up. Anyhow, so that's how we've got these growing. Oh, look, guys, see how that's doing? Just like that. It's because it's sitting over there. The light's up here, right? Like I said, these guys haven't been under the grow lights. They're just sitting here. I might come through here like tomorrow, like flip them around like that, so they're kind of bent back that way. But those are just starting. So now those are ready to go up under there. These are all up underneath the grow light right now. I just put them on the table. So what we do is these guys are ready to harvest, right? Come through and harvest, right? And then those guys who aren't sitting under the grow lights, now we can take those and move them over under the grow lights. That's the continuous harvest system, is so that you've got them growing in different stages, and then you can move them around. Late to the party. What is up, Amy? I just got here. I have a question for you. Do you leave your lights on 24 hours a day? No, I do not. I turn them off between 6 and 8 hours at night. I don't have a timer. It's just when I go to bed and I quit work, I turn them off. And then when I come in, I turn them back on. So you guys can see like how much we got growing here. It's too hot to be messing around outside, right? Guys, all of this stuff here was like less than 2 weeks. It's not like, you know, we had to go and till and do all kinds of stuff, right? How did I purchase the shallow microgreen growers? Mincy, there's a, okay, I just have the deep ones in there, right? I'll run some in a little while. Let me see if, I think I forgot to put them in the buy now. Yeah, I'll run some in a little while. And if not, if you purchase any that's inside, if you purchase the deep ones, because that's what mainly I was working with. If you purchase it, just DM me and say, can I have the shallow ones? I'll switch them out when we go to Pat. All right, 20 seconds on that giveaway. What do y'all want for the next giveaway? Because basically this is the microgreen growers, right? Now I'm going to show you our self-watering adapters that we started with too. Rings. All right, so some people want rings. I can run rings. Here we go. Morgan, congratulations. You won some microgreen seeds. All right, guys, how's this? I got quite a few of those rings. These aren't the wide ones now. So like I said, I was selling these on Etsy. I'm switching over on Etsy too. These just take the wide ones take like twice as long to print, but everybody kept asking me for them. How's this if we just do a bunch of them like that? So this isn't the wide ones. This is the narrow ones that we first started with. So this is going to be in the giveaway. All right. We'll put this as mystery number 1. It serves 2 purposes. Let's see, giveaway. All right, it's just gonna say mystery giveaway. We're gonna do that here. Whoever gets that, that's a bunch of those rings, and there's a pack of seeds in there too. All right, that's a giveaway. Guys, yeah, so I showed you. Then you're going over when the roots start coming down. You fill it up with water where it's touching the roots. Leave this humidity dome on. That's what I do. Just if you got a lot of humidity where you're at and it's not that hot, you don't really need to do this. It's just it was drying out like really fast over here. So I leave it up like that just to get more germination going on. And when they get about like that big, see the roots now? Then I take the humidity dome off. Then it's basically just set it and forget it. Let me show you the humidity dome. I keep forgetting, I forget. I got my peeps over on YouTube and Facebook. I got my camera going over here too. I gotta show them. Look, and these are in little pints. So you can see this is grown. This you can harvest like that. And this is with the pint. So if you don't want a bunch of big jars sitting around everywhere, the quart jars, you can get these pints. You can grow them out to this point, harvest them, start all over. You don't need to let them grow big. The only reason why I got some growing that big is because we got so many of them growing at once. If I cut all that and put it in the refrigerator, it'll start taking up space. So I like to just leave it like that until I need it. Then what we'll do is we'll come and take 2 or 3, cut it. Like we like to saute it. You can go ahead and toss it in your soup. You can go ahead and put it in your salads. You can even blend it up in a smoothie. Here's our adapters. So we like to just leave it like that so that it stays fresh. And then when you're eating it, it's just like going out in the field and just picking something, right? So I go ahead and let them grow out if I need, but you don't need to. When they get to this point is when you can go ahead and harvest these guys. And it's easy. So by now until you what I want in the shallow ones. Yeah. Do you know how to just message me? You just I think it's right there. Just click on my profile and put message me. And I'll go ahead and make sure that I put the shallow ones in there for you. All right, guys, so we've got that. That basically that's our shallow one that he was just talking about, and then our deep one. Basically, I like using the deep one. This is all oh, guys, I've got a seed counting machine coming in. We're gonna put it up here and put seeds in. You guys tell me how much you want, and that's coming in. It's supposed to be in already, but it's like been delayed a week. But we got more stuff coming. That's about all of what's this for mouthwash and that. It's a 3-ounce cup. See that gravel? That's all I use. So we go ahead and put this in a jar with the ring, right? And then just about that much. That's it. It's just that easy. And then I go on over and fill it up to here with my nutrients. Put seeds in, spritz it, cover it. And that's all we do. And that's what I did back here. And then when they start to sprout up where they're pushing that lid off, then I put the humidity dome on, that little clear cup. And then when it looks like they're about this tall, I go ahead and pull that off. Oh, congratulate. Oh, 30 seconds on the giveaway. I thought the giveaway went on. Okay, that was Mincy. Cool deal. Yeah, just leave me a message. I'll try and remember. All right, here goes the giveaway, guys. I'm going to run another one right after it. All right. All right, this is the rings and seeds. Jeep and Jen, congratulations. Need pics. I'm not very organized. All right, what do y'all want for a giveaway now? You want more of those rings? So that basically with those microgreen growers and the pea gravel. The pea gravel is easy to clean out. If you guys have used the clay pebbles, like you see there's pea gravel right there. When I go to clean out, I put it in a big bucket, right? Regular mason jar giving. You want the regular mason jars? All right, we'll do that. Some adapters. And what I do is I fill up with water when these are done and I harvest it. I dump this in there, swish it up. All the gravel goes to the bottom. Everything else floats and I dump it out. All right, do that a couple times so it's easy with pea gravel. The only thing you got to be careful of, make sure you, whenever you harvest, you rinse it off good. Make sure there's not any little things that are going to like chip your tooth or anything. Rings and seeds again. All right, somebody wants rings and seeds again. Here you go. Let me do an adapter giveaway. That will be 2 of these. All right, that's running right now. And I'm going to go ahead and pack. I'll pack up some more rings, all right? Let me get another box. Ooh, that's a big box. How many of these microgreen growers have y'all got? How many rings do you need? Like a whole handful like that last time. I have adapters 4. Yes. All right, seeds 2 here. I've lost count. Well, Helen, you need some of those. All right, there we go. We'll do that many. This will be the next giveaway. All right, seeds 2. It's our cat. It's not our cat. That's our neighbor's cat. Guys, peppers, tomatoes. This is the beginning. This is what I like to teach people. This is the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s. So you learn how to do all this. And then my YouTube channel shows you how to do all that. Let's see, mystery 2. All right, this will be the next one. Right now we've got the adapters, so that's 2 of these adapters going. My tortoises will be in heaven here. Oh, that's awesome. People are always talking about chickens and that. Somebody had a bearded dragon, I think, or some kind of lizard or something. People are saying they're like growing this stuff for like all kinds of pets. Tomorrow I plant and pull a few pot chore micro to grow out. Awesome, Amy. That's all. Look, isn't it? I don't know if I can reach all this. I think Jan Lee, I sent you an olive oil bottle. Y'all gave me the idea of this. I was asking what to do. I didn't want to throw them away, right? Look, isn't this beautiful? Look at that. Spot choy. And with that olive oil bottle, that made it refillable, so I can pull this off. I've already refilled it once. I think it's about time to refill it again. So I can pull that off, refill it, toss it back in, and keep growing them. Look at this, guys. Here, I'll pull one out. And this is what Amy was just talking about. She's taking her plants, look, and transfer them out. Look, all that back there. See the roots? You guys just saw me pull that out, right? Now you go ahead and do traditional gardening and use soil. You can have all kinds of soil on there. You can have to try and rinse it off. You can probably get soil-borne illnesses and stuff and disease. This way is nice and clean. You just pull it out like that. And then I take that. My YouTube channel will show you how. I just use a pool noodle. You can use cloning collars. And I just take that and put it into a container with nutrients, the same nutrients we're using for all of this. I put some nutrients in there, and that's how we grew out. Whenever you see up there a bunch of pak choi and everything. Here, I'm going to change this out. You guys have seen this play through, right? I'm going to have the tutorials going back there, and then it's going to show you guys. I think this is it. Give me so welcome results. Let's try this. All right, in between the just watch here in a second, and you're going to see a bunch of like pak choi and kale and all kinds of stuff that we took and we grew, and it's just by doing this, taking these. I just get a pool noodle and cut a little piece out, and we put it in there. You know what? I've got an actual piece of pool noodle right here. All right. It's a chunk of pool noodle, right? Back when a pool noodle was $1. Oh, who won? Highland Homestead. Or was that Gila Ridge? Who won? It went by quick. Highland? Were you the one who was saying you need them? Look, so that's pool noodle, right? I just cut a little piece out of it like Pac-Man. Right? Put it in the middle. So now it doesn't completely seal it, right? That's what you want. So there's little spaces where you can put your plants. If there's like no space and you squeeze them real tight like that, you're going to squash your plants. Okay? Look, and that's all we did. We took these guys, put them in here. The leaves can actually hold them up, and look, can still move around, right? And we just took that and put them into, I've got a couple of those downspouts outside. If you guys wait, I'll go run out and get them. But you can put it into anything. You can put it inside a mason jar. If you get a tote, the plastic totes, and just drill 2-inch holes on top, fill it up with nutrients, and just put this in there. It's all on my channel. And then next thing you know, it's set and forget it. We actually took one of those totes, and I took a habanero plant from Home Depot or Lowe's and brought it home and just rinsed off the roots. Pool noodle like this, put a 2-inch hole, filled it up with nutrients, put that inside of it, and that thing just grew like a weed. It was taller than me, about that big, and was just full of peppers. All right, this is the next one. I forgot that last one was adapters, right? We're on the mystery. There we go. This one is the rings and the seed. All right, so getting the giveaway. If you need any of those rings, please harvest one of your grows here. Okay, I'll do some of the peas real quick too. All right, somebody wants to see me harvest it? Let me show you real quick. Guys, all of this is just coming in here and just snip it. Like this one is getting so big, it's starting to fall over. Okay. Seeing if they're too close, they'll grow into each other. Okay. All you have to do is come up under there, just harvest, just cut it right there. Don't go digging down too far, right? I transplanted my bok choy outside, doing great. Heat is the problem. Yeah, I went and bought some inexpensive. Yeah, the heat's just terrible. I love the little cups. Last week, I'm growing the peas now. Awesome. Summer. That's awesome. But here, look. Can y'all see? There's so much stuff in here. I harvest the peas. This, look at all that pak choi. Can you give away a starter pack? Yeah, we'll do a starter pack. Who wants a starter pack? Say me. or double tap the screen. Look at this. This is what, like you see me putting together back there with the clay pebbles and my self-watering adapter. Set it and forget it. Look at that. All that wonderful pak choi. This you can come in and just harvest a little bit. You plant some out like you just saw me pull them out. Look, guys, this is what we're doing. When I say you got to pull it out and go plant it and transplant it, that's all we're doing, right? So you can do that, and you can let this continue to grow. So that's if you're eating more. These are if you're, it's like you or you and your spouse and you just want single servings. Then you can go ahead and like grow some like this, and don't do them all at one time. Do a couple one day, wait 2, 3, 4 days, plant another one, wait, a couple more days. Here's where we're gonna plant it out. Look at all that pak choi. That's what we're talking about, is just taking them like that, transferring them, and then you can grow some out. So you get microgreens, which are nutrient dense or superfoods. You're supposed to be eating these, right? But you get more for your money if you go ahead and plant some out too. Let's see. Let me harvest one of these peas for you. Cut it to show, please. Here you go. Let's see. Let me get a box so y'all can see. Here, so we don't make a mess up here. Hey, these guys get pretty big, right? They look like they need to be harvested. Look at all this over here. All right. So when they get to that point, basically, I like doing like this and just cutting those. I'm going to show you if they get like really big. I love my regular adapters. I have one UV. Things are going by fast. Let's see. So it'd be good to start seeds. I have a garden tower. Yeah, that's what I do is I transfer a lot. That's part of my continuous harvest system. So we keep growing. Then that way, when you harvest stuff outside, you go ahead and pull them out. And if you're doing it in a bunch of little containers, you can clean out the container. You always have microgreens going. Then you can put some more microgreens back in and get them started again. So that way you keep everything going, and it's just not like planting it spring and fall and that's it. Look here, guys. Here's a big one. Look, we're going to pull a little bad boy off the end. All right. When it gets like that, sometimes you hate to whack your plant, right? Look at the roots. I've seen the videos. Please cut here. You want to cut here? You want to cut this one? Or no? I love seeing the roots. All right, look. Right now, all you have to do is this. This is tender. If you come over, you're at home, what you want to do is take these and pull on them, okay? If you pull on them and they're nice and easy like that and they pull off, that's going to be tender enough to eat, okay? That tastes like peas. If you come in here and get down, the farther down you go, you can eat these if you want, but they start to get tougher because it's a vine. So what I like to do is get up here, like this first couple of leaves. And if I'm going to eat it raw, here's the winner. Shannon, congratulations. If I'm going to be eating it raw, I'm just going to take this top tender part. Okay, just like that. See how easy that is. And imagine that one little thing, if you went up to the store and if you went and bought microgreens, how much they charge you just for that, right? You charge you like $5 to $8 or something. If you're juicing it, you can take all that too. Okay. Now, when it comes time to clean it out, watch. There's the roots, right? Where'd my knife go? I don't want to cut the plastic, but just cut right up next to it, right? Cut most of the roots off. There's the ring. That's clean. You just pull that off like that. See, there's no mold, no mildew. So that goes in compost. That's your microgreens. And then this is cleanup. How easy is that to clean up? Who's done hydroponics before? All right. That can just go in your dishwasher, right? Now this one over here, No dishwasher, no boiling water, not even like really hot water. I clean mine outside in the garden. I just put it inside a bucket and I put a little cap full of bleach in it and let it sit. Okay. And I come back and it's just good as new. I've been using some for like over 2 years. So easy to clean up. There's your harvest. That's your pea shoots. Guys, basically the other ones, pretty much the same thing. This is red Russian kale. What's that? It's a loaf pan, right? For bread. Look, we got some true leaves coming in here. See the true leaves? See, they're all curly. So those are the true leaves. So these, you can start pulling these out and plant them. Believe it or not, guys, I will go in here like this. I get impatient sometimes. And even guys as small as this, I'll come in here and grab 3, 4, 5 of them at a time. Whoops, broke one, drop those. Try and do it with one hand. I'll grab pinch a bunch of them like that. I'll put 4 or 5 of them in a pool noodle. And I'll get them that small. So you don't have to wait for them to get big. To me, the quicker you can get them into the container that they're going to be staying in, I think the better, because they're going to get used to it. Plants don't like change. Okay? So if you wait till they get like really big, like look. See this? Look. Now you'd be tempted like to grab him. I probably want to put him in. He's used to being in here. You take it and change it. What I would like to do is take the ones that are a little smaller, get them in there. If they're going to shock and die, then you can just get it over with and put some more in there. But if you wait and they get too big and then they don't acclimate well, then I end up like just, they get stunted. I really, they'll grow a little bit, but these guys, if they get in there and they get used to where they're going to stay, I find that they get used to their environment and they just take off. Barely step in a jar as long as I can't do it again. Let's see. I don't think about eating the roots. Yeah, feed it to the chickens. Lots of people keep asking about the roots. I don't eat the roots. This is not hydroponics where it's circulating. Okay, so all the water stands still. These guys start out like this. This one's been in here like 7 days. And I haven't added water, so it's just been sitting in here, right? So this water's been sitting there for 7 days. I probably wouldn't eat the roots. If you want to wash them off and do that, I don't really recommend it. But this is how we get started. I just put some peas, put peas down about here, fill it up with water. They'll swell up. I did these last night. So after the show tonight, I'm going to plant these out. Pretty much all we do is put them in a container. Where'd a little jar just go? Here, we just use this one. All right, and we take that. I don't measure. I just put about a single or double layer, not too much more than that. All right, so after they soak overnight, this is all I do. I was supposed to soak the peas. I guess a good thing to sprinkle them in. Yeah, now I put them in here by themselves and just spray them like when I do a demo. Sometimes here I just put peas in there, and when I'm done, I spray it and I just keep doing it. It'll work. It just takes a couple days longer, but this way I can tell if this is going to germinate really well. They'll start to sprout. So I'll leave this in here for another day or two, and I'll come in and rinse it a couple times a day. I'll fill it up, dump all the water out, and just let it sit. And they'll actually sprout a little, but you don't want them to grow too long. Just till they just germinate, and then you want to go ahead and move them. That's all you do. Then you just put a top on it. That's why I save these lids. Just put a top on it, let it set like that, come in and just spray it a couple times a day. Alrighty. Hey, there's no giveaway going. What do y'all want for a giveaway now? Seeds. Somebody said a starter kit too, right? Should we give away a starter kit? Starter kit. Here, it's an easy one. Just put seeds real quick. Sure, yes. All right, there's seeds. Shirley says she needs rings. I had a worm tower. Been thinking about starting it back up. They would love the leftover. Yeah, you would get like loads of leftover. We have like stuff we just keep throwing in our compost pile. So if you got worms, it's all right. Do they need to stay in a dark place? Yeah, I leave my stuff in a dark place, or it's over here. There's lights. Like I'm working out here, I'll have them up here, so they're covered up. All right, they're not completely in the dark. And I just have them sitting on those right here. These guys sprouted right here. So it's more radish, right? That's pak choy. They sprout. Remember, they're slanted because they sprouted right here. I just did these in the last couple of days. So they're sitting here and they're reaching for the light up that way. So these guys aren't in the light, but I had them covered up, took the top off, and then I just put a humidity dome on them for about another day or two. And I pulled those humidity domes off this morning because they looked like they were like really wet. So I pulled those off. And so all of those have been growing up here. These haven't been under the grow lights yet. So now these I had under my grow lights. So now I'll probably start harvesting these over the weekend, right? Or transplanting them, if I want to transplant any of them. Believe it or not, guys, like that whole wall right there, you could do with one little jar like this. You can do a whole wall just like that. That's how many plants are in right there. So these are grow lights. We'll harvest those, and then now I'll take these. I might leave them up here for tomorrow if we go live tomorrow. But then after that, I'll take these and set those under the grow lights and just keep reworking it like that. Can you sprout and eat sunflower bird seed? I haven't done it. I've heard a lot of people in our Facebook group. You guys can join our Facebook group. It's the same, Keep On Growing. A lot of people said they'd use that. Some people said don't use it. Some people said you can. So that's up to you. You can give it a try. If anybody, I've got some sunflowers here too. We actually do that in the giveaway if y'all want. We've got some sunflowers. We call them sunnies. Now I grow these in soil. They do a lot better for me because they've actually got the shell on them. So they take a little bit longer to sprout. I haven't had a whole bunch of luck with them with this, and we like sunflowers. I usually just do those in soil. Guys, let's put together a starter kit. We'll run a couple too. We're going to do a giveaway. What do y'all want in the starter kit? Yes, please. All right, this is a giveaway. This cost me $10 just to mail it, not counting all the stuff that goes into it. Seeds, lids, rings, in a jar. All right, let's see. I don't have any jars to give away. How about this? Starter kit. All right. Clay pebbles. Do you have a starter kit on your website? No, I do not. But we're going to run a couple of them here. We just don't have enough to, if I put them on there, they just go like hotcakes. and I'd have to have like tons of clay pebbles here. So we have a small place. When we move, I could go get a storage area or something and get a bunch of what are the rings? Clay pebbles, but I buy that in 50-pound bags. So we don't have a whole lot of room to store them. So I don't do the kits like that. So I order just enough to do a couple like this and have some giveaways. What's the difference between the deep and the shallow ones? The shell in the meadows just got the adjustment rings. Those hold these up. Mason jars come in different sizes and shapes, and some of them fall down in it like that. Most of them hold up somewhere. People like them to sit right on the lid. I use them like that, whatever, but they're hard to pull out if you need to refill them, right? So you can, who's that? Nightmare Angel, congratulations. So you can use that band that comes with it, but my bands were rusting. So I made this little ring to hold that up on the top, and then I made it wide enough so you can get one of these punch cups. I got it at Walmart, and it doesn't slide off of it. Here, let's do this. This is the giveaway. All right, we're gonna have this, clay pebbles, nutrients, that's enough to do 5 gallons. Guys, this is General Hydroponics Maxi Grow. Just got that on Amazon. I put 1 teaspoon per gallon. These are all just microgreens. If you want to grow them out big, it says 1 to 2 teaspoons. I've never really bumped anything up to 2 yet, but you know, feel free if you need to. But for microgreens, I just use 1 teaspoon per gallon. So there's enough for 5 or 6 gallons right there. All right, here's 2 of the deep microgreen growers. The deep ones I like because, like radish grow tall, it kind of helps hold them together. If they get too tall too fast, they'll all start to fall over. So your tall ones like that, it helps hold it. But I've been using this for the pea gravel. And I find it helps, it's a lot easier like this than just using the paper towel. With just the paper towel, it dries out real quick and you have to keep coming in and spritzing it to keep it damp. So I've been finding the pea gravel is working real well, and I'm going to keep experimenting. Everything's just an experiment. You can tell we've got different sizes, different size jars, different containers. But here's this. We got 2 of these deep ones, right? We'll have 2 of the rings, the big rings, the adjustment rings. We'll throw a couple of these in. All right, so this is a giveaway. Anybody ever use water juice? I haven't. Sounds cool. Coffee mug is a great idea. I've been finding my mason jar adapters fit many of my coffee mugs. Oh, awesome. That's cool. I'm going to have to go try one. Go check our coffee mugs. Look, I've done this. Right here. Because I was running out of jars. So I just put one of these down here. Right? And then one of those up there. And see the roots coming down? We'll see how far it goes like this. And this with the little thin, shallow one. Right? It's always experimenting. So she said like some coffee, they fit a lot of the coffee mugs too. Where's the giveaway button? I'm going to start a giveaway in a minute. It's going to be right up here. I think right there. It's hard to tell. Sometimes I'm backwards. One of my screens points that way and one points that way. Okay. It'll be there in a minute. I'm getting this together for you. All right. So these are your Coke bottle adapters. That's one that fits a little Coke bottle. You see me putting it together back there? Let me know if you want to see a demo on that too. How's that for the giveaway? We'll do that for the giveaway. Then we're going to build boxes. You guys tell me what you want. We'll build the boxes. If you guys just want these microgreen growers, we'll just toss those in. If you want the refillable, if you want some of the hybrid, and we'll build the boxes for you. Okay? So we'll do that. I love watching the demos. Thanks, Highland. It's to your left. Okay, so this is going to be a giveaway. All of this right here. Is that good? There you go. That's a giveaway. Starter kit. Giveaway kit 1. Y'all let me know if you want me to build some kits where we can put the different adapters, or if you want me to just run the single adapters. You know, that takes a while, just doing one at a time. We can totally do that if you all just want one at a time. Or we can go ahead and, if you want me to run like some of the Coke bottles, the refillable, the hybrid, and put them all together and just run it, we can go ahead and build like boxes like this until I run out of everything. I already bought the adapters. Okay, cool. Awesome. So you got the microgreen growers. What are your top 10 starter seeds that you recommend? I like peas. Seeds need more patience. Yeah, Grammy, I can't pick 10. That's like picking your 10 best kids. But like the 10 that are in here, I pick these because these are the ones that are the easiest for people to grow. So red cabbage right here, the pak choi. Pak choi is more of a mustard green. The pak choi is more of a Chinese cabbage. This is red cabbage. That grows really easy. You can see this is here where it's just started out. And then you can see these are over here ready to harvest. So if you want to get a little color, get some red cabbage. That's in here. This is called red acre cabbage. Here's peas. We've got peas growing in this too. We've got those trays with the Tupperware. So we can run some of that stuff if y'all want. Guys, the system is versatile. Here's a mason jar. More pak choi. Right? Beautiful mason jar, baking dish. You guys probably have like that just sitting inside your kitchen right now, right? So in between when your spouse is like baking, when they're not looking, you go and take their stuff and you go ahead and grow some stuff in it. Broccoli does great. We love broccoli. Broccoli's a little spicy. Guys, this one's with a Gatorade adapter. If you see the Gatorade adapter in the shop, it also fits these big juice bottles, V8. This is Gold Peak tea. But a lot of the juice bottles, the Ocean Spray, fits those too. This is more of the red acre cabbage. This one just sprouted a couple days ago. Radish grows really quick. Got me some Tupperware. Awesome. Awesome. I got to check with Dollar Tree. I ordered like $100 worth of the Tupperware. I got to go pick it up. I got some of the trays there. I got a bunch of these green trays left, probably about 100. And I ordered these. So as soon as I pick those up, I'll run them together so you don't have to like go looking for it. I was giving away just a tray in that, but some people are telling me they couldn't find it. Let's see. So you saw all that stuff. We got peas. What else did we have? 1 minute giveaway, guys. Where would I get the trays? Hobby Lobby had 3-packs. Oh, for $1.60 a 3-pack? It's pretty cool. I think I paid $5. I got some at Publix. In fact, yeah, and they're a little deeper. Oh, they're called take-alongs. Okay, this one had 4. So I was getting this at the Dollar Tree. There's 2 of them. It was McCormick or Rubbermaid take-alongs. There's 2 of them for $1.50. But I found this at Publix, and this was like 4, something like $5, but there's 4 of them in there. So I guess it comes out about the same. Here goes the giveaway, guys. 20 seconds. That's for this. Y'all let me know if you want a couple of kits like this. If you want to build a couple of kits like this and run them. I have a bunch that are missing lids. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I was thinking. Because we're always like digging out our cabinet, and you have all kinds of Tupperware that's just missing the lid, right? I have some of those big coffee creamer canisters that are refillable adapter fixing. Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, see, these are a bunch of our baking dishes. Nick Mello. Nick Mello. Got you. Nick, did you win this before? Or no? You got you a kit. Call it Mellow Yellow. All right, I've got some clay pebbles. I'll run a couple. What do y'all want in it? I'll put the clay pebbles. I'll put nutrients. I'll put a pack of the seeds. And then you tell me if you want the microgreen growers or if you want adapters. We've got the Coke bottle adapter that these fit on. We've got the refillable adapters. We've got the hybrid adapter that fits the mason jars and the Coke bottles. So we can pretty much put just about anything in there. Trays. You want a couple trays? I'll do a few trays, but like I said, I went and ordered from the Dollar Tree. I ordered like a few cases of these things to match them up with. So I ordered enough for what I have. So if I give away those trays, I'm gonna end up having a bunch of Tupperware and nothing to do with them. So I might have to wait on the trays till I get the Tupperware, and they were supposed to be in today. So I have to check with them. I can part with a couple of them because then I just take the extra Tupperware and just use them like this. Microgreen growers, seeds, bottles, and rings. Seeds, small bottles and rings, microgreen growers. All right. Clay pebbles and nutrients. And then Highland Homestead says she wants a green tray. Adapters and the rings. How about this one? We'll do How about this one? We'll do 2 of the deep, 2 of the shallow ones, and then 4 of the rings for them. I was busy grabbing a friend and to this TikTok. Thanks so much for the giving. No problem, Nick Mello. You are welcome. A couple of the Coke bottle adapters. What is best to grow with clay pebbles versus the cups and the jars? I like the clay pebbles if you're going to do this, and like I said, and then if you're going to take them and transplant them, because this way, look, it's just that easy. That's why I started this system. And then when you see it's taking and transplanting them, so that makes it easy. If you're just going to harvest microgreens and harvest them and eat them over and over, this is easy. Then you just have to keep this in here. Then you don't have to clean out clay pebbles or pea gravel or anything. Well, this one has a little bit of pea gravel. But this you can keep going over and over. You can just have a couple of small ones in your kitchen This is if you want to go ahead and transplant and take some and grow them out. All right, what else do y'all want in this kit? I've got clay pebbles. I've got nutrients. I've got 2 of the deep adapters. I've got 2 of the shallow adapters. I got the adjustment rings. Thank you, Amy. I've got 2 of the Coke bottle adapters. We'll do a demo on that in a second. And seeds. Let's throw seeds in there too. All right. We'll do this one, then we'll build another one. And y'all let me know what you want for the next giveaway. All right, starting at $5. Ready? Get your fingers ready. This for this kit. And go. Four, three, two, one. Is that Kathy? Congratulations. You have box number 1. I want to throw a couple of the green. You know what? Let me see. I've got one. Do you guys have the Tupperware? Here. Y'all need this with it. Somebody's sending trays. So there's 4. This one's with the holes in it. I've got this. Has 4. Should I put that together with it? Like I said, I got a bunch of these coming from the Dollar Tree. So I don't want to like sell all the trays just yet. Yes, have the Tupperware, but can't find the trays. Here's, let's see, that was a great combo. Cool deal. Yeah, we'll build another one here in a second. So just the trays, y'all don't need the Tupperware? That might fit in one of these boxes. Trays, no thank you. All right, let me see if it fit in this box. Then we don't have to do anything that big. I've got something like 3 cases of the Tupperware. All right, that'll fit in here. I would do this as mystery gift. All right, what do you want with this besides trays? What are you going to grow in here? You going to grow peas? Seeds and nutrients. All right, here's nutrients. You don't really need nutrients with peas, but I'll throw a pack of seeds in there. So it'll be a pack of seeds, the 8-pack, the variety pack. We'll throw some peas in there too. All right, is that good? Variety pack, peas, nutrients, and 4 of those. Do this as the stuff the box kind of thing. All right, we'll do this as grow kit number 2. Ready, go. Who's winning? Highland Homestead. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Is that number 2? Y'all want me to run another one just like that? Or you want to build something different? Pak Choi. Back on YouTube, they were calling me the Pak Choi King. One more just like that. All right. And then this will be it on the trays, because like I said, I got to keep the trays for all the Tupperware that's coming in. Or I have like leftover Tupperware. All right, 4 of the trays. Nutrients. What do we say? Seeds. More peas. Guys, y'all tell me what you want. If you want like the hybrids, if you want different seeds, I've got radish, we got cabbage, arugula, I've got in a big bag. All right, a bunch of peas, speckle pea, cabbage. All right, same one. Ready? Steady, and go. Cabbage, arugula, mung, sunflower, peas. And where are we at? Mincy, congratulations. You won number 3. Mung beans. So guys, I'm going to run these real quick. Just to get them out of the way. These are leftover. These are our self-watering adapters starter kit with mung beans and cabbage. All right, remind me that in a second, all right? I'm going to run these. These are the last ones that have these, have the Gatorade in the middle. This one is a largemouth. I think you can check the inventory to decide. I think I've got 5 of these, and I've only got 1 of these. This is a regular mouth mason jar. This is a wide mouth mason jar. And they've got the Gatorade one in the middle that fits like these Gatorade bottles. It also fits like the ocean spray. And it's actually when I put together this one. There's V8 bottles that are about that size, and that's Gold Peak tea. This cabbage here. That's what I grew these. But I'm just gonna these by themselves. All right, 5 seconds. Let's do this one. We only got 1 of these. And then we're not even printing these anymore. So this is the very last one of this. If I can find it. All right, 5 seconds. Ready, go. Last one of that. Highland Homestead, congratulations. This, let me see how many we got. I think we got 5. And then these are like gone. So these are retired. These work great. It's just I'm trying to get our inventory down. We had like so many different varieties. And this one, the big clay pebbles will fall in there. Most of them come out once in a while. One will get in there. You got to chase it around. So I just switched back to the Coke bottle one so that we wouldn't have as many of these to keep track of. All right, ready? Go. That's number one. Gloria, congratulations. It's number two. Michelle, congratulations. Number three. I'll do a demo on these self-watering adapters here, guys, if y'all want, like the new people popping in here. Miss Shan, congratulations. That was number four. T. Levine, how are you doing? Congratulations. And this is the last one. So y'all are getting the last ones. You can get this and save it and say, when we're not having these anymore, I got it here. Miss Hannah Boy, congratulations. I pronounced the names all wrong. Somebody had their name and I saw it said Mad Re something. I was looking, and later when I was packing the orders, it was Madre de Heathens or something, Mother of the Heathens. It was a pretty cool little name. All right, so we got those. Those are the last of those. All right, y'all need a quick little demo on the self-watering adapters, or you already know about that and you want me to just run some kits or whatever? Another giveaway too. More seeds. We can always use more seeds, right? Yes, please. All right, so this is our self-watering adapter. Before we got going on these microgreen growers here, these big ones, all of this stuff, this is how we started. Now this one right here with the 1 liter bottle, here's my box. Let me get my box. Here we go, guys. We're going to do this. All right. The cereal bowl. The cereal bowl, all of these set up basically the same, except the refillable is just a little bit different. You can see that back here. Or anything that y'all purchase. It's my little card. It's going to be a sticker in your purchase. And if you click on this, it's going to take you to my YouTube channel. And it's got all the tutorials on it. That's just some short clips on there. So this has like dozens of tutorials on it. That also shows you how to do the grow towers and the downspouts and all the other stuff that's on my channel. Click on this. It's going to take you to the Amazon store. So you can find more clay pebbles, more nutrients. You can buy it in bulk. So you don't have to come in here and buy like a little bit at a time. And then this is my email. So if you get like lost or anything, you can always email me and I'll help you out. Or join my Facebook group. People are in there helping each other out in the Facebook group. Quick demo. Guys, the nutrients. This, I said, I'm putting 1 teaspoon per gallon, right? So you just get 1 teaspoon. Got the little bag. Just take 1 teaspoon, just pour it in there. Here. I've got a gallon of it sitting down. I don't really need this one just yet, but just to show you. Take your little bag, get a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. Shake it. And that's it. That's why I'm using this nutrients. If you're on my YouTube and Facebook, you see me talking about Master Blend all the time. Master Blend is fantastic. I highly recommend it, but it's a little finicky mixing it. You have to get Master Blend 4-1838. You have to get calcium nitrate, and you have to get Epsom salt and mix it together in a certain way so you don't get nutrient lockout. You saw how easy that was, right? We're done. We're ready to use that. That's why I show people how to use that here on Whatnot, because lots of people are just finding me over here and haven't followed me for years on YouTube and Facebook. Got this at the Dollar Tree. You probably got some sitting in your cupboard right now, right? This is what we were throwing into the giveaway box. All right. This is the first one. This one fits onto Coke bottles. You probably got a bunch of these sitting inside your recycling bin right now, right? 16.9 ounce, 20 ounce. This is a 1 liter bottle. It will fit a 2 liter bottle, but I don't recommend it because they're really flimsy. So this is all we're going to do. We're going to use that, and then we're going to use clay pebbles you see up there. Let me get me some. Clay pebbles are porous, they absorb moisture, and they retain moisture. So once they get wet, they hold on to it. So the roots like that. The roots actually grow into some of this stuff. But to get your seeds germinated, if you're a beginner, this is the best thing to start with as a beginner. As you work your way up, you can use pea gravel, which is a whole lot cheaper, but it doesn't retain moisture, so you got to keep an eye on it. So I like to have people start with that, with the clay pebble. All right, so that's all we got besides our seeds. Now, guys, your seeds, a little giveaway pack. I packed this one up like this. That one's just portioned for a bowl about this size. Okay? All right. Now, here's how we're going to put it together. I'm going to put one together. I'm going to do this, not really talk too much, show you how quick we can put it together. Giveaways in 40 seconds. But usually what I do is I'll put 6 of these together, and you can see what we're growing, right? I can do 6 of these in under 20 minutes. Here we're growing out some other stuff. There's a bunch of baby kale, nasturtiums, pak choi. All right, here goes the giveaway. If you're not going to eat this much, plant 1, plant 2. You know, a couple days later, go plant another one. And if you clean one out, you know, go ahead and replant it and keep it going over and over again. All right, here's the giveaway. The seeds. Fruitful Fancy! Congratulations and welcome in. Welcome back. How are you doing? I got my stuff the other day. Awesome. All right, ready? Let me know if you're ready. All right, I'm going to pour it over here. So that way if I spill any, because I'm getting older, right, my hands are a little shaky. See that? Pour a little bit in it. All right, it's our adapter, right? Just like this. You don't have to put it on tight. That's good enough. Take it. Very good. Our clay pebbles. This is just water. One pack of our seeds. A little more water. And then I just like using foil. Guys, it's that easy. That's it. Then I just take that and let that sit in my shade house on the shelf back here. Peek at it the next day. If it looks like it's drying out, come back and spritz it with the water. Keep those seeds damp until they germinate. Over here where it's real humid in Florida, I don't have to do anything with it. I just leave it like this. Come back in 3 or 4 days and they're all going to be aiming towards the middle where the light's coming in. They'll be yellow. At that point, you pull this in a couple of days. You know, something like that. All right, now these guys are ready to harvest, or you can pull these out like we're talking about. You can plant them out like you see in the video behind me, grow them out. Or if you had the refillable adapters and you want to grow them out bigger, then you can pull these off, refill it, put it back in, and let them continue to grow. So that's why some of the people like the refillable adapters. But how fast was that? How easy was that? Stay easy. But isn't that cool? So if you start with a little thing like that cereal bowl, that's what I like you to start with. And then look, guys, look at this one. Look at all that pak choy. Now you see microgreen growers, right? They're gonna have to harvest that. We got this refillable, we keep refilling it. We're gonna harvest some, keep growing some. And you see down there at the roots, so that adapter keeps a certain water level in the bottom. Your adapter will keep the water level down here. We've got the clay pebbles higher than that. So the clay pebbles are wet when the seeds first germinate, then they dry out and the roots go down. They know where the water is going to stay, where the water is. And then up here it'll dry out, and that cuts down on your mold and mildew issues. So how cool is that? How many seeds in a larger baking dish? This one about this big, I would use about 2 of these packets, between 1.5 and 2. And this is about a teaspoon. So what do you call it? I use about 2 of those. All right, guys, what do you want? You want a kit, or do you want like the adapters by themselves? We can do like sudden death, like a single adapter, or we can do a couple of kits. And I can get some more. And a giveaway. Y'all want more giveaways, or are we tired of the giveaways? Is there too many? Seeds. Grammy said seeds. Refillable adapter. Never. Hey, there's more seeds. Yeah, if you guys just kept coming in and just getting seeds, you always need seeds, right? All right, refillable. Those, you want me to run a couple of these? Or were you talking about you want it in a kit? So adapters by themselves, or do you want a kit? Yes, please. Kit, please. So we've got 2 yeses and a kit. All right, let's build a couple of kits, and then I'll see how many we got left, and we'll run the rest of them as just singles. Will that work? So we'll do the kit first. Let's see, guys. I want you to get started. How about this? We're gonna do one kit like this. And do a bigger box, because you need something bigger than a cereal bowl. These legs are a little bit bigger. They do fit down in there. It's going to be a little bit deeper. You're going to have to fill it all the way up with clay pebbles, because see, that's not sitting all the way down on the bottom. Or look for your little wider bowl. Well, this will sit down a little bit flatter. You can always use, let me see if I can jump up here. You can always get something like this big. What the heck was that? Spider. All right, watch out for the spider. You can always use something this big where it sit flat like that. All right, so that's a refillable one. This actually be good. And they've got deeper ones of this. This one will actually fit in. Wonder if it fit in that takeaway. Where did these things go? There it is. Oh, look at that. The takeaway ones. All right. Yeah, Keely had an escapee. I don't think it was a jumping spider though. So that fits perfect down in there. Hey, Keely got a new jumping spider today. We have over 20. I don't even know how many there are now. And one did escape when we first got it. He was a real tiny little thing. They're cool. If you guys haven't known. Who knows Lucas the spider? Saw the little animation, the little cartoon. People started going and getting jumping pets. And then Keely was building little worlds for them. She's got a Star Wars. She's got Wednesday Addams. She's got Van Gogh. She's got batteries not included. Lucas is cute. Yeah, she got one. That one is called a teddy bear jumping spider. Most of the ones that they sell are called Regal jumping spiders. So that's 90% of ours are the Regal, the common jumping spider. The one that's Lucas is called a teddy bear one. He's like real furry. She actually got one of those. She had to be put on a waiting list. And we've got another one called a cloud jumper. It's white jumping spider. It's got black dots on it. And that booger's fast. Like the other ones kind of run and jump, go up in the cage. And this one's like zipping around. So, and it's funny, they, just like Spider-Man, they'll like jump off the shelf, but they'll have a tether. So their web will be hooked onto them. So they'll jump, but they won't just like fall and they'll be hanging. So if they go to jump, you can grab the little web and pull them back up. We'll get off on a tangent. Here goes seeds, guys. Y'all want more seeds? Matt Man, welcome in. How are you doing? There's more seeds. Yeah, Keely was too. And these guys will actually put our hands in there. Some of them will jump on your hand. We got a couple that just sit there for a long while. You got to kind of push them off. They won't get off you and then push them back into the cage. And she's got some, she'll hold a little tiny cricket. I know it sounds bad, but puts the cricket in there and the spider will jump on it, grab the cricket and take off. I almost died from a spider bite. Yeah, there's the, we have the recluse down here in Florida. And you got to be careful because there's a bunch of widows outside too. Look at it. That's our shade house. Kind of looks like this, right? So do y'all like the setup? Do you want something like this? It's middle of summer. And I got a little air conditioner in here when the 3D printers aren't running. I got that running. I think I can only get it down about 84 in here. So this is all growing. It's not like really cool, but it's not 100 degrees like outside. Guys, we're going to put 2 clay pebbles so you can get started, okay? So it's going to be a bigger box. It's number 3. This is the refillable one that we were talking about. Now, this won't fit the olive oil bottle. Jan Lee, did you try this yet? This olive oil bottle? The way these things work is wherever the lip of this is where the water's going to stop. So when I put that in there, see right down there? So that's going to be like 3/4 of an inch of water in the bottom, right? The olive oil bottle sits up about that far. So if you put it in there with the olive oil bottle, that's Atlas olive oil, it's going to sit up. You're going to have about 1.5 inches or 2 inches of water. So I took mine and I cut it. This is really easy stuff to cut. I cut about 3/4 of an inch off of that. That's how I got that olive oil bottle on there. But if you use these with these bottles, these work perfect. So this is for the long neck bottles like this. All right. 2. Nutrients. Enough for 5 or 6 gallons. Guys, do you want these too? But get these in here. This one's for the plastic, is for the Coke bottles. All right, so you can make these refillable. So you pull these off. So if you don't have glass bottles and you got a bunch of these sitting in your recycling bin, you use it for that. All right. These sell for $17.99 over on Etsy. These selling for $16.99 over on Etsy. We got your clay pebbles. We got nutrients. We got seeds. You want microgreen growers in there too? What do you want in your kit? Just the refillables or you want more? Is the depth. No, the depth and the width. See these? They won't fit into there because they got that little ring on them right here. If you cut that ring off, it might fit down in there, but then see it sit way up like that. So the Coke bottle ones are a little bit, just a hair, but it makes like the difference. So we measure these things by millimeters. So see, that one's just a little bit wider. So that's a little bit wider. Microgreen growers too. All right, let's see what we can fit in here. Wait, that was there. 1, 2. So we got 2 of these, 2 of these. Microgreen growers. You want the rings too, right? All right, microgreen growers and the rings. Is that good? Get number 3. Are we on 3 or 4? I guess we'll see in a minute. 30 seconds on the giveaway. Ready? Get your fingers ready. Starting at $5. Ready, go. Get number 4. Get number 4. Rob. Congratulations, Rob. You got the refillable ones. Who won? See? The Tang. Miss Brown. We knew you were lurking out there. She wins every show. She doesn't even talk. She just hangs out in here. She wins. Tell them how many gift cards you won one night. So all you guys on YouTube and Facebook, that's what you need to jump over here. Yeah, what's your secret? We're all getting together in a big lottery pool with her. She's going to get the lottery tickets for all of us. All right, what do you want in the next box? You want another big box like that where we have 2? I can do until I've got a couple more bags of let's try one with our hybrids, okay? She said, she's laughing. She said, I'm not sharing the lottery with y'all. Chat, there's some more seeds. All right, let's do one more kit with the refillable. And then I'll run some just separately. I'll see what we got left. And then we'll do the hybrid adapter. And we'll put the microgreen growers in all the kits too. Seed giving. All right, let me see how quick I can put this together. What do we say? 2. I've got them up here already. All right, 2 clay pebbles, nutrients. We're gonna do it the same way, guys, with all the refillables. This way you can grow them out bigger. Like you can get 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. The microgreen growers. Microgreen growers, the white adapters, seeds. Seeds. Okay, number 5. There you are. All right, ready? Go. Where are you at? 35, 39, 43. I'm tossing an extra bag of seeds in there. This getting up. This 50. We'll throw some more seeds in there. 56. 3, 2, 1. 61. Cindy, congratulations. Is that first time purchase? Welcome to the Keep On Growing family. Cindy, that went up kind of high. I'm going to throw an extra bag of seeds. And since there's room in there, I'm going to put 2 of the shallow microgreen growers with it, with the adjustment rings with it too. Small box starter. Want a small box? All right. This is number 5. All right, number 5. Do you guys, before we move on and make a small box, do y'all want me to run just a couple of these by themselves? Cindy said, awesome. I'll run a couple of these. Just sudden death. Ready? Like 5 seconds. And get your fingers ready. 5 seconds. Go. Michelle's got one. Ready? Go. 40 seconds on the giveaway, guys. Highland Homestead. Ready? Go. $4. Island Homestead. Awesome pickup. You guys, YouTube, Facebook. YouTube, go look down in the description. There's an Etsy channel. You're going over to Etsy. You're going to see these are 2 or $17.99. She just picked one up for $4. Ready to go. So on YouTube and Facebook, you guys can go on the Etsy shop. You can either click the whatnot button. Come on over here where we have this. She's got another one for 4. And number 5. I have 5 of these. Ready, go. And here goes the giveaway. We're multitasking. Jan Lee won the giveaway. Cindy won the long neck bottle. Awesome. Yeah, YouTube and Facebook. Give me 1 second, guys. I forget they're over there sometimes. there's a link to Whatnot in case you lost it. You get $25 to shop with. If you click that, you jump on over to Whatnot. If you haven't set up an account already, jump on over to Whatnot, and then you sit in the giveaway all night. Who's won those? Jan Lee just won some, right? Guys, if you want, who wants a $20 Amazon gift card? Say me or double tap the screen. Me, definitely. Jan won one. Didn't you win one, Jan? Yes. And who won? Cheryl. Some people won the True Leaf one where I had to send a code. Do you sell on Amazon? No, I quit. Amazon's the devil. I get all my supplies and stuff from Amazon. I have an account. I was sending in like cases of stuff. They take too much for fees. An FBA, you know, people want, you know, I was sending in an FBA, and they take a whole lot for that. And then they came up with this policy: if they lose your stuff, like if I send a case like 50 of these, so we're talking about like $20 a piece, 50, like $1,000 in a case, right? If they lose it, if I send it in, they receive it, but when they take and distribute it amongst their warehouses, like if they lose it, they used to pay me retail like they lost your product, so I would get paid for all of them. Now they only want to pay you for cost. And since like I make all my own stuff, either I have to give them detailed numbers about all my things, how much all my stuff costs to produce, or they just say they're going to guess. Either I have to give them all my information, or they're going to guess at how much my retail is. And if they lose my stuff, they're just going to pay me my cost and not the retail. So basically, they're like, "Sorry, we lost your stuff. You know, here's you know, the paying for the product, but my time, which was printing each one of those, takes an hour and a half to print. So a box of 50, you know, you're talking about days worth of work. They're just like, oops, we lost your stuff. You know, so I'm not going to give them that chance. So they are not for the little guys at all. Yeah, it's not. If you're doing like loads, if you're like buying like a bunch of stuff from like Alibaba or something, if you're buying like cases of it and you're putting it in there, you're dealing with like high volume, it works. But me, I mean, we were doing pretty good. You know, you're talking about, you know, a couple grand a month if I'm, you know, sending a lot of traffic that way. But it just takes one or two times for them to like mess something up, and then by the time all the fees and everything are gone, you're like, yeah, that really wasn't worth it. I'd rather come on here and sell my stuff like this. Some people got a good deal, and everybody has fun, instead of me just putting it on Amazon and people are spending $20 for it, and Amazon's getting like half of it. You know, so Amazon makes most of the money. The people are spending a lot of money on it, and I get a little bit. You know, so if I'm just going to get a little, I can come on here and you guys can get a better deal. We can cut out all that other nonsense. So you guys end up with the better deal instead of like Amazon having a big cut. Anyhow, just my take on it. Some people do good on Amazon. I just got tired of it. They do have the traffic. Alrighty, guys, giveaway. Let's do an adapter. We haven't done an adapter. All right, that's going to be 2 of the microgreen growers. If you want that, jump in that giveaway. All right, what kit do y'all want? More of the refillables? Somebody said a small kit. So they say don't make that big kit. That kit was too big. Here, how about a beginner kit? Some people want a beginner with Coke bottles like this. We'll do a couple of these. These will be for beginners. All right. Clay pebbles, your nutrients. All right, so this should be enough clay pebbles to do like 2 of these cereal bowls. Okay. So I'm going to put 2 of these in there too. So you can get 2 of those. You get seeds to practice with, your clay pebbles, and nutrients. Is that good for a small one? Here. Just for shits and giggles too. In case you got a mason jar sitting around, we'll toss a couple of these in too, because there's some peas in here. All right. So 2 of those, and you got the big ring. How's that for a starter kit? Good? So I grow a lot of food, and I used to grow wheatgrass, juiced a lot. Maybe on accident. Yeah, you can add them to salad, soup, sandwiches. Shoot, just throw them together and dip them in some batter and deep fry them. You do anything with them. Some people freeze dry it. Other people dehydrate it, turn it into powder. All right, little baby kit here. Ready? We're going to go 5 seconds. All right, we won't do sudden death on this. We'll run this one. Ready? Go. That's a baby kit. 2 adapters, 2 microgreen growers. Clay pebbles, nutrients. Grammy, congratulations. I'm gonna do a couple of them, guys. That's a good price. I sold starter kits smaller than this on Etsy, starting at $30. So here you go. If you want to grab a couple. $18, good grab. I'll do one more. This one goes to Grammy. Congratulations. 8. So this was 6, 7, and 8 are all going to be the same. All right, what do y'all need next? Hey, let me get rid of this. Let's see, 40 seconds in the giveaway. That's seeds. I don't eat candy, but this other, I like supporting other streamers and that, so I go on some of this freeze-dried stuff. Who eats this freeze-dried stuff? Looks like Skittles or something, right? I don't eat sugar. If this was like 0 sugar, I might eat it. But they have like 4 of them. I've got freeze-dried lemon heads. Yum. Do you make them, P. Barton, or you ordered some? All right, that's the adapter giveaway. Does anybody like this? Anybody want these? I don't eat a lot of sugar. Sugar's the devil. Just like Amazon. Was that Fruitful Fancy? No, she said congratulations. All right, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put them on 4. If you want candy, What were they? Never tried freeze-dried candy. Yeah, they're like crunchy. So if you take like a Skittle, instead of like eating it and it's chewy, you eat it and it's crunchy. But after you chew it up a little while, it kind of gets chewy again. Yeah, freeze-dried fruit. We just ate some freeze-dried mango. I was like really surprised. I'm like, I'm gonna go get more of this shit. Nice profile. Welcome to Whatnot. Classmate. Yeah, y'all go check out Green Churro Crafter. Walking Love, do you sell on Whatnot too? Anybody sells on Whatnot? Let people know in the chat. I like to know what everybody's selling. All right, this is Mystery Gift running right now. There's 4 of these. I don't sell consistently. Yeah, Whatnot's great. Big family. All right, this giveaway's for all that candy. Hey, I got Milford Spice. Anybody want any of that? Look, we're doing more giveaways than we're selling stuff. That's what somebody, one of my viewers said, Mike, how do you make any money? I said, well, this is just fun. I got more Milford Spice. Look, this is what I got. And I got more coming. Got Tuscan. That one's good. Pontiac Pig, Fish Delish. I was in your first show. Awesome. I've never tried Milford. They make their own blends. Street corn, purse pickle, Hawaiian, chicken and shrimp, tomato, garlic, honey chipotle, morning in Tuscany. That's the one. This was the one I blend up. I put with olive oil. That's what this olive oil is here. I eat this every day. Sometimes I eat olive oil like twice a day. I make a little bowl and get old bread, crusty bread, and dip it in it. I eat that every day. I go through about a bottle of this a week. And now I have something to do with the bottle. But y'all let me know if you want some of that. I got a bunch of these because that's what I blend up. Like I said, I like to have that. What else I got? This one's not open. I can always do this one too. Summertime lemon garlic salt. So y'all check them out. It's Milford Spice. They make their own blends in that. Awesome little couple in that. I've got a bunch of those. Y'all let me know if you want any of those. I'll toss them in a box. This is another one. I just got a couple samples from Rooster Farms. This is coffee roaster in Hawaii. Again, this like smells awesome. This is a dark roast. This is a light roast. This just came today. It's like a little 2-ounce sampler, but he sells it like by the pound. But that's another one you can go check out. I don't want to open it up just yet, but you know, coffee's got a little air where it can get out, and I can smell it. It smells awesome. You can't have that. All right. So what y'all say? Did you want an Amazon gift card? Double tap screen. We'll see some hearts. As soon as this gets done, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, Rooster Farm Coffee. Thank you, Green Churro. Let me switch this back. So y'all saw me putting the stuff together. Now let's see the results. I'll let that play a little. Yes, yes. All right, that's right. Here we go. 1 minute on this giveaway. This is the candy. I got Milford Spice. We'll do the Amazon gift card. Does Milford sell on Whatnot? Yeah. Yeah, look up Milford Spice. You spelled that right. It's 1 L. Milford Spice. There you go. Thank you, Green Trail. And they're on like all the time, like almost every day. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. They were on the weekends, like cooking. So we were going to start cooking in that. It went from like winter to 90-degree weather, like in a week. It's just crazy. And it's like really hot out there. All right, this is the candy. Who wants some candy? Joellen. Joellen, you want some candy? All right, that's the Amazon gift card. Y'all jump on that. $115 heat index. It's crazy. Yeah, last week we went up to 110. So the plants don't like it outside. So that's what I said. You don't want to be outside like when weather like that, weeding and tilling and stuff, right? Look at all the stuff you can grow. Guys, does this look like a lot? Like right through here? This is only 5 feet of space. Right? This right here is like another 5 feet of space. All of this was just up on my grow rack. It's a 3-foot grow rack below 18 by 36-inch grow rack. And I've got 2 lights on it. So you can start all of them like this. They don't need lights. Start it like this. When they get big enough, these were sitting underneath the light, right? These are ready to harvest. I'm going to take these off. And then I'm going to take these from over here. And then I'm going to go put them over where I've got the grow lights. And then just keep that process going over and over again. Cool deal. My son lives in DC. And it was hot. We were still hot, but beat us by a few degrees. Wow. Yeah, Keely just watched Casey Neistat, like a vlogger on YouTube and that, and he said like his little window AC like caught on fire. So yeah, this is not fun. Now this stuff, these peas right here, grew outside. Those last week when we had that heat, this was in my shade house. So all of these peas grew. This cool weather crop, right, guys? Do you try and grow peas in the heat? Right? 110 feels like outside. It was like 90, 96, 98. Over 100 heat index. This was in our shade house. Right? All the other stuff we saw that was like out in the garden, you can't pick it up and move it, right? If it gets hot, this you can take and you can move them around. Yeah, city holds the concrete holds the heat. That's why we like growing in this if you have it outside. All of this a couple hours ago was outside in the shade house. And just before we got ready to do this, I went and took these and carried them inside and just set them up here. Now I might leave them here till tomorrow. I might live stream tomorrow, but after that I'll carry them back out. We'll harvest them outside and then clean the bottles out, replant them. How high are your lights? I use 18 inches. Is that too high? Yeah, probably about 12 inches. I've got one that's pretty high up, but that's where I'm growing like the taller ones so that my peas, if I have them under there, they can grow tall. My other one I've got down about 12 inches. The light that I have from Happy Leaf, they have these adjustable cords on the side where you can just pull them. And they're like the little drawstrings like on your pants and stuff. And you can have them down close. And then as they start to grow, you can just pull them and it'll tighten it up. Or if you don't want to move your lights, what I used to do is I'd put my light up there and then I'd put all my stuff in a box so they would be up closer to the light. And as they started to grow, I take the box away and set them down. And then they keep growing. That's just a little hack. All right, Amazon gift card, 1 minute, guys. Happy Leaf lights. Yeah, those are like the best. I've got some little cheap ones in the house that we're growing. Those grew these. So, you know, those I got on Amazon, those work in that. But, I mean, these are just like, you know, it's just like, boom. Right? And that's just in a little jar. Guys, look at all that pak choi. And this is what we used to do that. All right, here goes the giveaway. Dawn, what is up? How are you doing? No problem, Grammy. That's what we're here for. I like doing this. Like I said, I could come on and just run stuff, but I know there's always like new people coming in, and it's always good to have like new people learning what we're doing too. Always great info. Thank you, P. Barton. You're awesome. Here we go. This $20 Amazon gift card. Dun 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 dun. Ah! Y'all put rigged. We do that all the time, right? Rigged. Cheryl, you won one time, right? Latane, what is your secret? She won twice the gift card. She won twice in a row one night. It's just the comment picker or whatever must just like her name. Yeah, Cheryl won once. So maybe y'all need to change your name to Latane Bro 01 or 002. I changed my name. I put Latane Bro 999. And we'll see if other people start winning. Anywhere. Do you win on other streams, Miss Brown? Do you go to other streams? All right. What else do y'all need? Ooh, it's hot in here. Who's ready for 4th of July? I was going to stream tomorrow, but I'm thinking fireworks. I think sometimes they do it right across the street here. It might be too loud. So we might wait till Sunday. Yes, but I never win. So just here. See, so she goes all over the place, all over whatnot. But they're like, whoa, we'll just let you win when you get over to Mike's place. We're playing music. Oh, cool, Jan. Run a soda bottle adapter. The soda bottle adapters? Cool. You want to do 3 like we do on Etsy? I sell these like a 3-pack. Yes. And then y'all look through the giveaway stuff. Tell me what you want for another giveaway. I don't need 3. You don't need 3? What do you want? Just 1? Here, we're running 1 for P. Barton for Green Trail. I don't think I've got 1 listed. All right, it's a set of 3. Okay, fine, run 3. Ready. Sudden death. Yeah, he said, fine, run 3. There's 3 of them. And go. Green Trail got 1. No problem. Thank you. Here we go. Miss Shan. This right here is $16.99 on Etsy, guys, right now. So the people on YouTube and Facebook, they can tell you they're over there on Etsy. That's what they're paying, $16.99. And you just got it for $4. Susie, you got it for $4. That's $17. Here, I'll do 1 more. You're killing me. I don't think I can even print them for $4. There you go. Marie. And one more, number 5. Amy, congratulations. All right, anybody need the hybrid? This one fits your regular mouth mason jar, and that fits the Coke bottle in the middle. If anybody needs that, I'll run it. If not, we'll wait till tomorrow or Sunday or whatever we do. This is my grasshopper. People go, what do you do about insects and that? We get insects. Those are called lubbers. They actually have no predators. There's one type of bird out west that will take it and they'll learn to take it and jab it on the spine of a cactus or a fence and leave it to dry out because it's got this god-awful taste and nothing will eat it. And this bird learned how to jab it on to a spike like a cactus and leave it, and they'll come back like in a couple of days and eat it. But over here, there's like no natural predators. But I just let them go. They'll eat a couple things. All right, we'll run a couple of these. This is a hybrid. Are you running the seed sprouters for mason jars tonight? I can if you want. You want the deep ones? All right, let me run a couple of these. How many? All right, that says 30. I don't have 30. I think I have more like 5. Ready, go. And then I'll run the microgreen grows. And let's do a giveaway. Janelle, congratulations. And go. Michelle. Running. Susie, congratulations. This was $19.99 on Etsy. And again, buy one, get one free right now. Janelle, congratulations. Is this 5? Is this number 5? Yeah, number 5. Janelle, congratulations. Let's see. This. You know what, guys? Tonight, when I pack, I'll try to remember. We're switching to these. The rings we were talking about earlier. Okay? I'll put those in with this so you don't have to buy it. Over on Etsy, YouTube, Facebook, you know, you got to buy these separate. All right, so YouTube and Facebook, they've got these. And there's a pack of 4 of these for like $5. They're in the shop too. You can actually pick these up. But we're going to put those on here tonight with it so you don't have to go and buy any. All right? Give me 1 second. I'll jump over to YouTube and Facebook. My boxes smell like fresh sourdough bread. All right, YouTube and Facebook, here's the link if you want to jump over there. If you're new, you're going to get a $25 credit for jumping on Whatnot. Guys, we're going to run this. What do the rings do? The rings hold them up. All the jars are slightly different. The ball mason jars, the generic ones, some of them sit on top. Some of them are a little tiny bit bigger and they fall in a little like that. So when they go to refill it, it's kind of hard to pull that up. So you can keep that metal band on without the lid that comes with your mason jar. But my metal bands were rusting, so I made this ring because I didn't like the rust. And that holds it up on the top. So if you have to refill it, it's easy to grab and pull out. The lid will hold this now too. So if you get this is a little punch cup, so you can use that like a humidity on, and it won't fall off. That's what we got. Them going right there like that. All right, so the 2 rings, you get them free on Whatnot, and 2 of the adapters for microgreen growers. Let's see, 5 seconds. Ready, go. Amy's got the first one. And go. Gloria. Gloria. Susie, congratulations. Up and roll. Congratulations. And mess up your name. Is that a first time purchase? My computer doesn't show it. I have to look way up there. Congratulations, you got another one. Ready, steady, go. Yes, created another goodie. Yeah, Von. Lynn, congratulations. Just comes out of necessity, like all the stuff for work. We just keep listening to people, see what they need. And then when I do my experiments and that, 3D printer is pretty cool. Susie's got another one. If you need anything, if you know how to use the CAD system, and then you go in and just tinker, just make what you need, and then go print it up. Amy, congratulations, and test it, see if it works. Then you adjust it a little. It's pretty cool. Yes, Susie's got another one. Well, opt and roll. Welcome in. Welcome to the Keep on Growing family. Gloria's got another one. Opt and roll. There's inside. There's going to be a sticker in your package, and it's got my email. So if you have any questions on that, you can email me, and you can join our Facebook group. Post questions and that in there if you need. Lynn. Jackie. Is that hey, Jackie? Or is it just Jackie? Susie's got some more. And y'all watch these bundle. So after you get about 3 of them, you should have free shipping up to about 5 pounds. Gloria, $6. Good grab. Opt and roll. It's got another one. Woo, it's hot. Susie's got another one. And go. Hetty, congratulations. Is that a first time purchase too? Allie's Glass and Things, welcome in. How are you doing? Grammy's got another one. Susie's gonna have a nice box. Susie, I'm gonna toss you a couple packs of seeds in there with it. Amy's got another one. No problem. Ooh, it's hot in here. Bisham boy. Congratulations. Eddie's got another one. Optim-Roll. And what number are we on now? 24. Gloria's got another one. 25. Optim-Roll's got another one. I do a couple more since y'all getting free shipping. You go ahead and max out 921. Whatever we can fit in there up to 5 pounds, you'll get free shipping. Once you pay for the first couple of them, it bundles it together. So I'll run a couple more of them. But basically, I'm going to put in a medium or a large flat rate box. And Fia, how are you doing? And the medium flat rate box costs $21.99 if you go to USPS. And the large one costs $32. G-Pen with Jen. And go. But here you only pay $9.21 for shipping. So even the large flat rate that's $30, you're only paying $9.21. Susie's got another one. So pretty much y'all are saving a lot on shipping. Island Homestead. Linlin. I used to ring the bell, everyone. But we were like ringing the bell all night. Tycar, how are you doing? Our guy's got another one. Congratulations. Our guy's got a third one. He should be up to free shipping now. The shipping should drop. And Fia's got one for $6. Susie's got another one. $6. Good grab. Good grab. Amy's got another one. Tycar. Jeep and Jen. Susie, $5. Good grab, Susie. Susie's got another one for $5. Good grab. Jeep and Jen. $6. Good grab, good grab. And Fia's got another one for $6. Hey, most of you guys, you got free shipping now? The ones that are doing it, you're maxing them out. 7, Amy's got another one. I did this with toothbrushes last week. It was Grammy, congratulations. Man, I can't remember the name of it. The guy's name is Lewis, but he's on like almost every night. They had Oral-B toothbrushes that are like $4 or $5 a piece. They were running like 3 of them and I was picking it up for like $4 for like 3 toothbrushes, brand new toothbrushes. And then they had toothpaste too. My wife, I opened up a box. There was like 20 toothbrushes and about a dozen things of toothpaste. She was like, "Why are you buying so many toothbrushes?" I was like, "They came out to like a buck a piece, and it was getting free shipping." And you can always use toothbrushes, right? Amphia's got another one. Yeah, it's fun. You get caught up in it. I was like, "Oh, I can use one more," especially when you get on and then it's free shipping. I'm like, "Oh, I'll get one more." You know, it's only a couple bucks. Guys, we have one shelf. G-Boon Jen's got another one. We got one shelf. There's nothing but a bunch of like gum, like Mentos, the icebreakers. And somebody was like selling them. They're like $5 for, a little container of them in a store. And we're getting them for like $2 a piece. And I like just went crazy and bought a bunch. And it looks like a candy store. When people come in, we're like, just grab whatever you want. Running number 48, opt-in. Got another one, 48, 49. We got 50. Cheaping with Jen. All right, last one. Yeah, because I got a box. 16 times 1, 2, 3, 6. 60, 30. Says 90, 96. All right. So 2 each. All right, we'll do 50. All right, last one. Running now. Cool deal. Nick Miller, congratulations. All right, that's that box of 100. Awesome, guys. Let's see. Here, there's some seeds going. Since y'all were patient, when I get to running those sudden death, I'll have time to stop and do the giveaways. All right, that giveaway's going. Before we go, guys, let me do one more big box just in case anybody wanted it. And throwing knives. We're gonna start the bidding just at $5. So if nobody wants it, if somebody just bids on it for $5, they can have it. This is gonna be all adapters. All right, let me see what I got left. I'm getting that giveaway. I think I got 2 of those left. All right, 2 clay pebbles, 2 nutrients. That'll be enough for 10 to 12 gallons. Okay. Hybrid adapters, wide mouth, regular mouth. That's got the Coke bottle in the middle. That's a couple of the Coke bottle adapters. There's 2 of those. The Gatorade one. This one's like $16.99. These are $19.99 a piece. $16.99 for the Coke bottle adapters. $17.99. That one. Remember, this is for the long neck glass bottles. This is for the plastic bottles. This that we were just running, we'll throw a couple of those in there too. See if we can fit all of that in there. Seeds. We'll throw 2 packs of seeds in with that. All right, so that's a bunch of adapters, bunch of clay pebbles, It's all one kit. All right, get your fingers ready. And go. All the different adapters. Just about anything you find in your recycling bin, you have an adapter for. Look at the table full of food here you can grow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 35. Mincy, you got this big old box for 35. Everybody say congrats. Almost lost some of your seeds. That's a good box. You go look over on Etsy and see how much all of those are. Box number 9. 1 minute left in this giveaway. Y'all let me know if you want anything else before we call it a night. I was having fun. I didn't know it was getting late. $50. 40 seconds. You always keep me up late. Thanks for your generosity. That's cool, Amy. I like it then night, see what I got left in that, and if I got enough to pop them in there. And I still got some to, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. We got our Etsy orders and everything. It's just cool popping on here and just having fun with everyone. And again, some people, some great deals. I love that. Like I said, I can't do it for like everybody, you know, our other channel. But we can come on here, so the people that are willing to come over here and hang out, have our little community growing over here. This is pretty cool. Who's going to win? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shannon, congratulations. Awesome. All right, guys. I got a show scheduled tomorrow, but I'm not sure if we're going to do, like, say, if there's fireworks going off across the street, you won't be able to hear me. Let's go raid somebody. But I might jump on Sunday. Zenful Living. Let's go check out the plant people. This one's pretty good, the show. All right, guys. Much love.